Alright guys, welcome back to Everything Valorant. My name is Crixus8 and today we're going to be going over Recoil. Now we're going to be covering this. This should be a pretty short video because it's pretty simple, but I know a lot of people are moving over to this game from League of Legends or something like Overwatch where recoil control isn't really a thing. So we're going to cover the basics, going to give you some tips and tricks how to practice, and yeah, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so we're here in the practice range and just going to go over what affects your recoil. So there's a few things that will affect your recoil. First, if you're moving in this game, it's very much like CS. So if you've played this before, then you're going to already know this. But again, there's a lot of people coming from different games. So I'm just going to cover the very basics. So in games like this, if you're moving, you can see the recoil is just absolutely insane. It goes everywhere and you're not going to be able to hit a shot reliably. It'll just be down to RNG. If you're jumping as well, that isn't going to let you be accurate. Shots are going to go everywhere. So moving and jumping are no. The only time you should be moving or jumping is if you're using a pistol. You can get away with it a little bit at close range. Even SMGs, if you're close range, you can get away with it a little bit. And then shotguns. Shotguns actually in this game aren't really affected too much. A little bit of a bigger spread, but you can definitely get some kills, especially close range, which is what you're going to be using shotguns for anyway. You definitely can get some good kills while jumping. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But since this is a recoil guide, we're going to be focusing on automatic weapons. So there's two more things that affect your recoil. One of them is crouching, one of them is ADS. So let's go over crouching first. So in the game, if we just look at the recoil on the Vandal for right now, that's the recoil for the first few shots. Now if I crouch and do it again, you can see there's a lot less of a recoil. And this is going to be something that you want to take advantage of. So by crouching, it will lessen the recoil, which means you'll have to do less to basically counter it. And for ADS as well, it's the exact same. So that's the recoil for just standing. That's the recoil for ADS. So that about halves the amount of recoil. And then obviously, if we are crouching and ADS, it's going to be a lot more effective as well. There's two things to keep in mind: crouching and ADS. You want to be doing both if you've got to be very accurate. It's going to let you get shots off at a much longer range, a lot more reliably than just standing here. Couple of things to note though with ADS, it will change depending on what guns you have. So if I've got the Stinger and I ADS, it's no longer full auto, it's a burst weapon. This is the same for the Bulldog as well. Now burst weapons will also obviously have less of a recoil because you're only going to be firing a couple of shots at a time. So that's a good thing if you want to keep your recoil lower, is using some of the burst weapons. But they aren't the most effective weapons in it. Alright, so now everyone knows what recoil is, how it can be affected by your different movement in the game and your different actions within the game. We're going to be covering how to actually control recoil. So it's very simple, at least the basics are. Basics are, if your weapon goes, let's have a look at this one. If it goes up, this weapon goes up to the right and then to the left. So what I want to do to counter that is pull down to the left and then right. So again, up, right, left. To counter it, I want to go down, left, right. You can see that's how you counter recoil. This is as simple as it is. So you've just got to know the recoil for each gun. For example, this weapon goes up and to the left and then right afterwards. So I want to go down and to the right. And that is as simple as it is. It just takes practice. Again, the recoil will change if you're crouched, so you'll have to learn that as well. and you'll have to learn it while ADS as well if you are going to be using weapons that can ADS. Not all weapons can, but all of the rifles can. Both the SMGs can. So yeah, it's pretty much just pistols and shotguns that you can't actually ADS with. Alright, so now we've covered all of that, we're going to be going on to how to actually practice recoil. Now this is something you really need to get down, because you're going to be a massive disadvantage if you cannot learn how to spray your weapon. And the training tool in this game is actually really good. So if we come over to this one here, I'll show you how to operate this. So on the left here, we've got different options. If we shoot them, we can put the target here at 5 meters, 10 meters, 20, 30, 50 meters. Obviously, the farther out it is, the harder it's going to be to keep your shots all in the same place. But if you look at this one, this target here, this actually shows where you're hitting on this bigger target out there. So if I shoot, you can see this is where I hit it. Again, you can just tell exactly. If I'm spraying at this, you can see where it actually is. So using this to practice recoils at different ranges, because obviously I don't need to control recoil much here, but if I put it all the way out, I do. Now you can press clear as well, and that will get rid of the bullet decals, so you can keep on practicing. So what I would say is I would practice recoil and try and keep it within the first few circles as best as possible. Once you get that down and you're pretty much all in the same place, then put it out a little bit more. Practice. Again, you want to do this while ADS and crouch, just to get the different recoil patterns down. It'll be roughly the same, just a little bit less effective. We also have this bot to the right here, which won't die, but it shows you how many times you've hit the bot and the amount of damage that it did to the bot. So what you can do here is, again, have it at different ranges, and then practice actually spraying at a normal sized target and seeing how often you can actually hit. If we go up here, we can turn off infinite ammo, and then, for example, if you want to see how many shots you're hitting when spraying out of a full clip, we can see that. So I shot a full clip and I hit 21 shots out of 25. So that's another way you can gauge how well you're doing with recoil control. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helps some of you that maybe haven't played CS before. And yeah. Alright guys, so if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. We post daily, if not 2 times a day on this channel. So make sure to stay tuned for any news, updates, tips or tricks about Valorant.